Me now? There we go. Looks like we're getting some sound now. All right, you guys hear me? All right, Brenda says she can hear me. So now they're all answered. Okay, so a little technical problem over here on my side. We'll call it a technical problem so we don't have to call it operator error. Yeah, it was Michael Cook's fault. Okay, I was just telling you guys that we are coming to you guys live from Houston, Texas, where we're actually teaching a Next Step class, and we brought the Next Step class along with us for this class, and we appreciate you guys coming in and spending some time with us. Let me knock out the disclaimer so that everybody is aware that I am not a broker, not a financial advisor. I do not have license to give you specific financial advice. That's not my purpose here at all. My single sole and only purpose is to provide you with an education that is general in nature and that provides you with the information you need to learn about the stock and options market. All information I provide is educational in nature and not tailored to any specific individual, even if I was to use your name in the course of the workshop. So be aware of all of that. Also understand that one of the best ways for me to teach you how to use this platform is to actually go in and use it. So if we do some trades in here, be aware that every trade that I do in these workshops is an unfunded paper trade used for practice purposes only. All right, now that we got that taken care of, let's go in and just briefly review why it is that we went to the eSignal platform. And, oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to start hitting you. Yeah, Michael's going to get beat up over here. So we've got the eSignal platform here, guys. This is the, if you guys noticed right off of the BetterTrades webpage, we've got a banner. We talk all about the platform. We've talked about why we switched to this platform. All the information is in here. Yesterday we had a great discussion on the brokers. Certainly we can continue that discussion as we move forward. I am 100% committed to making sure that you guys know and understand everything about the eSignal platform, why we made the move, because I definitely want you to be involved in the process and get involved with the eSignal platform. So today's class will be on order entry and how we go about the process of entering an order in the eSignal platform. And what I want to do is we'll just go over to the eSignal platform and talk about this market, right? Great market to be trading here. Brenda wanting to know if we'll always and forever have to type in your name anytime you come to a live class. Okay, Brenda, right now you will have to go through this this process where you type in your name. If you have a question on that or you can't remember it, give us a call. We'll remind you of it, and we'll help you fill that out. So I know it is a little bit tedious, but we'll take care of you. All right, so there you go. And part of that, guys, understand. In fact, I was just telling the folks in. Brenda says, "Okay, no problem." All right, very good. I was just telling the folks in here that one of the reasons that you're doing that now is we have now switched over to a new web sharing or webinar product that now allows us to make these classes available to you on your mobile device, like an iPad or an iPhone. So anybody in there, good, Aaron says he can remember his. Anybody in class right now attending on a mobile device? Okay, if you're attending on a mobile device, it's pretty cool. I've actually gone in and done it. You just download the GoToWebinar app, and now you can attend all of our live classes. I've actually done it to a class that I was in. All right, I was teaching it, and I was watching it on my iPhone right next to my computer. So you can actually attend these events now on an iPad. Joy says she's attending on an iPad. I love it. And Rosemary enjoying the class on her Android phone. So I'm really excited about that. That seems to be something Beth watching on an iPad. So you guys very excited about that. Let's see. So the 30-day trial period. So Rosemary, get with customer support on that. And I'm going to say you probably got that at Rob's event that you were at just a couple days ago. Is that correct? So awesome stuff. All right, so guys, what I wanted to cover with you guys today, and again, every one of these classes is being recorded, is going to be available to you, and we're going to continue to work on these classes to raise your comfort level with the new platform, get you to understand some of the reasons we went to this new platform, and we will go through that process with you until you're comfortable with it. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to Oh, at TSS, good for you, Rosemary, excellent. One of the things that we want to go through is how do I go about the process of entering an order, right? Because if I look at this, when I first get my eSignal platform, what you're likely to have is something that looks like this right here, which is just a blank screen with a thing in the middle that says New Windows. Well, I don't know how to go about this. I mean, now I'm going to have to relearn a whole new process. Right now, as we speak, Stephen over in tech support, our director of tech support, is going about to all of the coaches and is downloading all of the pages, the workstations, if you will, that the coaches have, and we're putting that into a package for you. Now, it's actually turning out to be a little bigger package than I thought it was going to be. I thought you guys would get 4 or 5 of these page setups like you guys have been looking at and watching me use here in class in Houston. Turns out some of the instructors have put in 5 or 6 pages. All right, so we may pare some of that back because sometimes more is not more, if that makes sense. So we're going to give these to you. We're including these templates. So as soon as you get your eSignal platform and we've got this new unpacking tool set up for you, you will literally be able to click a button on a link on the website or an email, and it will download the BetterTrades version of eSignal to your platform so that you'll be able to do exactly what I'm teaching you here in class, step by step, click for click. So one of the things that we've got, a couple things that we want to go over, just review. Number one, we've got templates. For example, this template right here, which is the lab template. This is the 6 chart template that we use in the morning lab to monitor our charts. And what this does is it gives me all 6 charts on the same page with different setups if I want those setups. And we're also downloading, if you will, the charting templates, the style templates. So for example, this chart right here, I currently have set up on Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. This is actually Marquet's setups. This is per Bollinger Bands and moving averages for intraday setups. If I want to use those, I can. If I want to switch it back to the ones that I use myself in the morning lab, I simply right-click on the chart, go to Style Templates, and you guys will have these templates loaded into your version of eSignal. So I simply click on Bill Intraday, and it changes slightly those settings. It's already set. You don't have to go in there and set those anymore. So we talk a little bit about that in the charting class. I see Green Mountain Coffee Roasters is starting to move above the moving averages. The S&P is starting to move above its 8 exponential moving average and has a very nice pattern here. What's the pattern that's going on right now on the S&P? Guys, we see a large bullish candlestick, and then we see several counter trend candlesticks followed by a bullish candlestick at a moving average. What's the pattern we're looking at? A rising 3-method candlestick pattern, which means that this market could begin to trend higher, and if it does, I may want to purchase a call option on a bullish-looking stock. Well, we've been watching Green Mountain Coffee Roasters for several minutes now, and the stock is now trading above its moving average, put in a higher low. The stock is starting to look on the 5-minute chart like it may be bullish. Now, obviously, those of you that trade in the morning lab or trade with Marquet, because that's where I learned it, know that we do not trade just off of the 5-minute chart. We want to trade off of multiple time frames, and we use the 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart, and we use the daily chart to determine if a stock is bullish or bearish. If Green Mountain Coffee Roasters goes just a little bit higher here, we will be above the daily 10 exponential moving average, which is a trigger for a bullish entry. So we could look at it, it might be time for us to buy a call option. To buy the call option, we're going to go to our option worksheet, and we've got a watch list that you guys will have set up here. And now understand, just because you get the BetterTrades setup does not mean that you can't tweak and customize it for your own setup and then save it if you would like to. If you like this watch list, great. If you want to add something to it, maybe you trade the aero stocks. Let's just go with some of those. Delta. Somebody said something about Delta this morning. Looks like they're trading up just a little bit. Okay, so if you want to add a symbol to the watch list, you can add whatever symbol you want to this watch list, or you can remove symbols or replace them however it is that you want to do. It's going to come loaded for you. I'm going to look down the list here and see if I find, there it is, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. I have them on. So watch what happens, and this is one of the coolest things about this platform compared to real-time markets, and one of many. Watch what happens when I click on Green Mountain Coffee Roasters ticker symbol right here. Watch what happens with everything else on this page. Do you notice how the Green Mountain Coffee Roasters symbol shows up in my 5-minute chart? It shows up on my order form. It shows up on my option chain with one click. All I have to do is click on a ticker symbol, and everything on that page is linked if I want it to be linked. So I don't no longer have to go in and go, okay, I'm going to buy me some Green Mountain Coffee Roasters call options. So I'm going to go type in Green Mountain Coffee Roasters here, and then I got to type in Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. I don't have to do that anymore. I literally am able, with one click, to get everything that I want to place the order. In addition, we got Marquez, one of Marquez templates set up down here with the ability to do exactly the same thing, in that all of the charts will switch to the ticker symbol that you select. So I'm not having to go in and type in, okay, I want to look at a, boy, anybody play, look at Netflix, you're killing me. Anybody play Netflix with some call options today? We actually got stopped out on one. It was awesome. I mean, guys, this stock dropped $100 in pre-market trade on an earnings announcement. Buying call options on this was almost like a no-brainer, right? I mean, to an experienced trader. What did everybody else do? Oh my God, the stock's down $100. I'm going to buy some put options. It's already down $100. I mean, what direction do you think is going to, it can't go that much further. So obviously, that was a great opportunity there this morning. Maybe some more opportunity to play this going forward. But we're looking at Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, so we're going to come down here, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, and we can evaluate all of the charts at the same time. All the ticker symbols change at the same time over to Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, and we're able to watch all three of those charts at the same time. So no longer do we have to type in Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, and Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. It's one click, and we're there. Same thing with the options on the option order form. Now, one of the things that I have arranged with eSignal to let our students do, because just about everybody in our student body is a short-term technical trader, is to trade directly off of the option chart. In other words, if you want to enter and exit your orders, you can do it right on the chart. And I'm going to start with that first because that's a pretty cool little ability that we have. And so let's just blow this up, and let me take this out for now. Any chart, any eSignal, you can trade off of the chart. As a BetterTrades student, that includes option charts, which is not the case if you go to eSignal and you just get the eSignal platform. That is not the case. With the BetterTrades version, you can trade right off of the option charts. That's something that I had asked for, and eSignal agreed to step up and deliver for us. So if I want to buy a call option on a Green Mountain Coffee Roasters here, I'm going to go down and I'm going to select my option. Now, for those of you who are doing the value menu setup, I would be looking for a call option that is no more than $5 out of the money and is going to cost no more than $2. Those are the rules for the value menu. So those of you in Houston who were interested in that, you might start writing down those rules. I'm looking for an option no more than $5 out of the money that costs no more than $2. And I want to get as close to the $2 as I can. So let's take a look at, for example, the At the Money series, which right now is going for $1.65 by 210. Well, that's okay, but it's about 10 cents too much. Does that make sense? Because I said no more than $2. This option right here, the 138, is going for 160 by 210. I wonder if I can maybe put in an order to buy that just for $2. Then it would meet my rules. Does that make sense to everybody? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that option symbol, and look what happens. The option chain automatically triggers the chart for the option itself. I want to buy that option I want to buy it off of the chart, and I want to spend no more than $2 for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this trading symbol up here, which is the up and down arrows that are right here. I'm going to click on those up and down arrows right there, and that is going to allow me to go in and turn into a trade from the chart. It opens the order form on the chart. Now I've got several different choices here. I can buy this option, and if I'm buying it, I can buy it, well, I could buy it way up here for way more, or I could buy it way down here for way less, or if I choose to, I could buy it for any price that I want to put in and simply click that price on the chart and it will enter that order. So for example, I want to buy it for $2. I'm going to click in between the bid and ask spread. I'm going to change that price to what it is that I want here, which is going to be $2. And then I'm going to click an order to buy that for $2. Okay? So now I have an order in there that says, okay, go ahead and buy that option for $2. Well, the bid by ask just went to $1.79. So if that is the case, then I will end up buying that option. So I literally have an order in here. Now, let's say I don't like that order. I changed my mind. I don't want to buy it for $2. I just click on the X and the order's gone. I don't have to go in, pull up a whole other form, click cancel, or I want to sell it, or I want to cancel all my. I don't have to do any of that. I can literally just right off the chart say I would like to go ahead and cancel that order. Now, one of the things that's kind of cool about the charts here, and I showed the folks in Houston, this is a little trick. If you'll go over to this sidebar right here where the prices are and left click, you can move that up and down. You can increase or decrease the size of the chart, and then you can go over into the chart area and left click, and you can move the chart around wherever you want to put it, right? So I want to put the bid ask right in the middle here, and I want to spread that out so I can see it. So let's go in again. I can see now that that option is trading for $1.57 by $1.79. Is that less than $2? It is. So this one now qualifies as a value menu trade. So I could just buy this at market, and if I do, if I click buy at market, it will automatically fill out the form for me. It's a buy at market, and I simply click buy and watch what happens. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear that. I actually get applause. Okay, congratulations, you bought the option. Good job. Okay, so I got some applause there. Well, that's great, but as a value menu trade, I know that I want to manage this trade using our value menu trade rules, which first starts out with, I never want to lose more than I need to lose on any given trade. In this case, let's just say I have a 30-cent stop on the price of the option. That's one of the rules that we use in value menu. I will now come in and I'll put in a sell order. So by simply clicking sell, and guys, these ones with the lines, this is what you're going to use to set up the order on the chart. These are the ones right here. If I click on sell, now watch this. This is cool. If I'm above the asking price of the option, that order automatically turns into a limit order. In other words, what we used to do, the old good till cancel orders, you got, right, get the cash, right? I like that. That was a good joke. Don't be stealing my stuff. The good till cancel order, we used to have to like change that, right? So that was a limit order, and we had to make sure, okay, it was a good till. We don't have to do that now. If I'm above the asking price, it automatically puts it in as a limit. But I don't want a limit. I want to protect myself with a stop. So I drag this line down. All I got to do is move my mouse around on the screen. And now look at what happens down here. I get below the bid price. What happened to the order? It turns into a stop order. I don't have to type any. I don't have to change. Is a stop? I can't tell you how many times in the morning lab I've put in an order to sell something and I get rid of it. I'm like, well, crap, I was trying to sell it as a stop and I just sold it at the limit. Now I don't have to worry about that. I have a stop order. If I bought that option at $1.84, I need a stop in here at $1.55. I click, my order goes in, sell stop, 10 contracts at $1. Oh, wait, I want that to be $1.55, so I can type in the exact price that I want, and I now have a sell order at $1.55. Now, that's kind of cool, but I also have a rule in the value menu that we take profit on half a position at 100% rate of return. So I need to put in another sell order. If I buy the option for $1.84, $1.84 times 2 is going to be, we'll call it $4. Okay, that makes the math easy for Bill. We'll call it $4. So I'm going to sell half my position at $4. Guys, I don't even have to click the button again. It's still in my sell order mode. So I'm going to put in an order up here at $4. I just click $4. Oh, wait. I've got 10 contracts here. I want 10. How many do I want? I want 5 contracts. Check out how cool this is and how easy it is to change that. In the old days, we'd come over here with, all right, 9, 8, 7. Okay, you could do that. Or you could come in and you could go, oh, no, I got to highlight this, backspace that, type in the number 5. Okay, that's fine. I guarantee you I will screw that up. All right, I'll end up selling 51 contracts. I'm telling you, I've done it. So instead of doing it that way, if I've got an order in here and it defaults to 10, I come over to this button right here that says change, and on the change button, I can pull that up and simply change the order to whatever I want. Now, I can zero it out and then add 5, and I've got 5 contracts. Didn't even have to think about it, right? What if I want to close my whole position, and I can't remember, did I have 10 or did I have 20? Did I have 11 or did I have 14? If I just click on position, it automatically puts the number of contracts I have in that position into the stop. So gone are the days of me having to think about this stuff, which is good, right? I mean, the less steps there are, the less opportunity for error there is, the better. How many of you would agree with that? Agree with that? All right, so I now have an order in to sell at a limit half of my position for $4. Boom, done. All right, so I now have a value menu trade where I have purchased the option for $1.77, I'm sorry, for $1.84, and I stop at $1.55, and I have an order to sell half the position at $4. Okay, so let me go through the questions here and see what questions you guys have about that. Bruce says, was there a morning lab this morning? There was not, Bruce. I was teaching here in Houston, a live event. Okay. Yannick says, the daily chart on eSignal is constantly moving and updating, unlike real-time markets where you had to press enter for the daily historical chart to refresh. You are exactly correct, Yannick. As the stock price moves over here, guys, okay, as Green Mountain Coffee Roasters moves on the 5-minute chart, what you will find is that it is also going to be moving on the live chart, the live daily chart. So I'm watching this chart very closely, and I'm seeing that we're trading on both sides of the 10 moving average, and I'm getting that information in real time. Okay, does that make sense? And so it'll be on the templates there that I've loaded in there for you guys with Marquez stuff. Okay, so Brenda says, did the market order cancel the limit order you had at $2? Brenda, I think I went in and actually manually canceled that. The market order does not cancel it. In fact, it gives me the ability to do something pretty cool here that we've not been able to do. And I know DC Jim was in a class with us, with Rob, and I was teaching the eSignal promo. And he saw me do something there, and he asked me 2 or 3 times, really, you can do that because it's pretty cool. Sally says that the template's ready now. Sally, we're literally minutes away from it. We're downloading the versions from Rob. I've been in constant contact with Stephen, my director of technical support, and we're putting that whole package together. You guys will be the first to know. Well, the second to know. I'll be the first to know. That's just how it works. All right. Aaron says, for the sell stop, does the option price have to hit that exact price, or will it close if it's lower than the stop price you put in? It is a stop at market, Aaron, so it is not a stop at limit. Okay, stop at limit was like if it had to hit $1.55, If it went down and gapped over to $1.50, you didn't get stopped out. These are stop market orders. So if it goes and gaps down to 150, you'll get taken out at 150, which is better than not getting taken out when this thing's trading at 25 cents later in the day. Okay? Let's see what other all right, Bruce is going to take it to a whole nother level here with his question. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow you guys away. Those of you that are ready for it, this is some things that I learned last night, and I'm learning as we're going along. It is amazing. Okay, so to place the order on the chart, it has to be on the particular asset class that you are actually trading, right? So you place the order on the chart of the option if you're buying an option, okay? All right, let's see here. So Bruce, I'm going to get your question. The answer is yes, but let me get your question just a little bit. Let me make sure we got all of this taken care of here with y'all's questions. Okay, so Bruce asked a question. He said, could I set up the value menu as a management method that, if selected, would automatically enter the stop and the sell for profit orders? What? He's literally asking, could I enter an order to buy and then with one click of a button enter an order that automatically puts in my stop and puts in my take profit on half the position all at the same time? Come on, wouldn't that be cool? How many of you guys think that'd be cool? You put in the whole thing at once. That'd be pretty slick, wouldn't it? Let's see. Helen says, are there weekly options through eSignal? Helen, there absolutely are. In fact, if you look, the option chain, now this is, again, one of the reasons that you want to go through BetterTrades for this, because we built these templates out knowing how you guys trade, knowing what we teach. What you would normally get is an option chain that looks sort of like, let's say, it looks a little bit like, kind of like this. Okay, except you wouldn't have the description over here. You just have this symbology that y'all are going to see here any minute. There it is. So this symbology that you've got here, so O colon GMCR space 14J65.00. Anybody know what that is? Okay, that's the symbology that's used by some of the exchanges. I got no idea. I'm like, what is that, right? Well, we've arranged this, we've set it up because how do you and I trade? We want to know, is it a weekly option, and what strike price, and what ticker symbol, right? So what did we do? We set up a series of option chains for you that have Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, that'd be the ticker symbol, 18 October 14. What do you think that is? The expiration date, October 18, 2014. When is that? That'd be Saturday, which is the true expiration, which means that these options expire when? Friday. I wonder if there's some weekly options in here. So as I scroll down this list, scrolling, oh, look at this, okay? So I'm scrolling down the list. Now, Helen, watch what happens here. We get down the list. What is going on there? The expiration date changed, didn't it? What expiration date are we looking at here? Hey, you all see it? The 24th of October. When is that? That'd be next week. So to answer Helen's question, are the weekly options available? Absolutely, they're available, and we've arranged it so they're easy for you to spot them, easy for you to pick those out. Okay? Now, to get back to Bruce's question, which I move forward with great trepidation, okay, because this takes it to a whole other level, guys. The things that you can do with this platform are continually, on a daily basis, blowing me away. Jan's version of eSignal much better. Many brokers seem to find it alien to list implied volatility with Delta and other Greeks. Plus, it doesn't allow for customization of the option chain. Exactly, Jan. This option chain, guys, this one right here called Analytics, is an option chain that I built out of the eSignal platform and put it into the for you guys. Because I know that many of us trade off of the option analytics, which would be the intrinsic value, the delta, the gamma, the theta, the vega, and the implied volatility. If all that stuff's too much for you, don't worry. I got your back. I built an option chain called Basic, where we've got the bid-ask, the intrinsic value, the delta, and the open interest. Right? That's the one you all learned the first time you came through. So if that's where your comfort level is, we built that for you. So again, this is the BetterTrades version of it. Yannick says people maybe have said that they have to learn a new platform, but change is inevitable. We must change to grow. This is so cool. Brenda says, where is the time value? Brenda, would you like me to add time value in there? You guys want to see how easy this is? We're supposed to be talking about order entry, but what the heck? Why not? Let's give it a shot. I'm just going to come up to this gray area. I'm going to add a column, and I'm going to look for the field that I'm looking for. Now, my guess is they don't call it time value. They call it premium. Okay, so I add in premium, and I close this out, and there's my time value. So I can move this over next to my intrinsic value, and now I have my time value and intrinsic. How hard was that? Bam! I mean, it's right there. I just did it right there in front of you. So if you want that in there, you can save that in there. Very cool stuff. All right. Now, I know I'm kind of intentionally holding off on Bruce's question here to build anticipation and excitement. Anybody anticipated and excited? All right. It's working. All right. So we're going to do this on a fairly volatile stock. Let's say that Apple's looking like they might break to the upside. We find an opportunity here. It looks like a possible rising three pattern developing. We want to buy a call option on Apple. We're going to buy the weekly option on Apple, or the option strike that expires here this week. So I'm going to pick maybe a slightly in the money option, the 95 or the 96, and I'm just going to scroll down until I come to that strike price. And I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm sure that I am still in the October 18th series, and I am. And it looks like the, let's see here, it looks like the 95 is going for 94 by by 229. 95.71, that's kind of a strange option there, isn't it? A little weird. Let's do this. Let's buy the 95 right now at $2. Okay, so I'm going to buy this option. All right. And I'm going to buy this option right at the $2 price that I'm looking for. Okay, so I put in the order. I am ready to buy the option, but I say to myself, wait a minute, wait. Bruce said that he wants to use a money management strategy that is already built that will put in the buy order, the stop, and the sell order at the same time. How many people like to see me do that? All right, well, I've got a money management strategy that I built, and I'm going to be doing a class on this in fact, I can do another class just on this if you guys would like me to. It's a little bit more advanced, but you can actually build money management strategies that are customized that you want to use on your trades and put them into this list. So I've got one that says value menu. I click on it. Now I have my money management strategy in place so that when I click buy, everything is going to go in, and I now have a money management strategy in place that takes me out at a stop and takes me out at my profit. That would apply to every trade. It would apply to any trade that if I buy in, right? I put it in an order on any trade. I can apply. Now, here's the thing. I don't have to apply it, right? I can apply it if I want to, but right here is where I fit. Okay. Now, just to give you a brief idea of how relatively simple that is to build, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it because I know Bruce is just loving this. Wow, check that out. All right, so Al says he was having trouble with the email alert. It went through eSignal first and then contacted us. And remember what I said, we're your first contact, right? Well, I've trained my guys to work with you guys on this stuff. He says, I called tech support, and Phil was able to get a text alert to my phone in a text. Thanks to you, new tech support, Mr. CEO. I'm happy again. Y'all make me happy. So when you guys have an issue, question, or concern, where do you go? You come to us, right? The people you've been dealing with all along. Love that. So let me just briefly show you guys, and I'm going to be brief with it, but let me show you how quick and easy this is to set up for those of you that are interested in it. In the Trade Manager up here, you can come down and you can set up your money management planner right here. Okay, so you can literally customize your money management plan and build this thing in. And so here is the value menu formula that we've got set up here. Okay, so here it is. Normally we buy 20 contracts for a value menu trade, and that's how I've got it set up. So here's the 10 contracts. The half will sell at a $2 profit. So if I buy an option for $2, it's going to sell at a $2 profit. It has a stop automatically at 30 cents on those 10 contracts. Then I have 10 contracts that will have no profit target, but still also have the 30-cent stop. Kind of cool? Yeah, but wait a minute. I said when we reach our profit target, right, we take a $2 option, we take it to 4. One of the things that we do in value menu is we then move our stop to break even. We don't want our stop down there at 30 cents away. We want our stop at break even, so we're playing on the house's money. At that point, the worst thing that can happen is half the trade is taken off at a 0 loss. The other half of the trade is a 100% profit, which means we net a 50% profit on the trade. But before today, we've had to actually go in and manually enter that. We don't have to do that anymore because I have a stop strategy in place that is attached to the value menu money management strategy that says when we reach a $2 profit, automatically drag my stop up to break even. For those of you who are in the lab and know and learned and enjoy using the value menu trade, you know that one of its downfalls was us, right? We don't have the discipline sometimes to get in and put in the stop or move the stop or get out at 100% profit. Y'all, this is as close to set it and forget it as I can get you. We literally now have a strategy set up, a money management strategy that allows us to go in, place the order, and with one click, we have the whole order in place. Now, if we want to change because on this one I got 10 contracts. Well, uh-oh, if I got 10 contracts, I've got to change my. Oh wait, it did it for me. 50% of the position. Okay, so I've got all of this set up now on my. What else do I need to do? Once I set up my value menu trades, those of you who are in the lab with me, those of you that are doing some of this kind of stuff on your own, once I set it up, what do I need to do there? At that point, I don't need to do anything, do I? I literally am set it and leave it alone. I love the way John White says it. He says that trade, it don't need your. Okay, because if you get in there and help that trade out, what's going to happen? You're going to get out too early on a trade that ends up going big all week, or you're going to get out too late on a trade that goes against you all week. So once we've set this up, is there anything else we need to do? No. Now let me ask you, could I go in, and Phil and the rest of y'all that are in the lab, could we go in over the next several weeks in the lab and build a series of money management strategies? So we don't just have a value menu strategy. What if we had a strategy that says, all right, on our bigger positions, let's just say, for example, Google. We do a lot of strangles on Google. So if we buy a call option on Google, then we would then go in and buy a put option if the trade turns around and turn it into a strangle. To where we no longer have to think of it, the program executes that buy-side trade for us. Well, guys, I mean, the possibilities are limitless here. Okay? Sue says, how many orders do you have to pay for in this situation? Every one that's executed. Right? I mean, kind of funny about that. They don't let you leave the store without paying for the merchandise. So if you put in an order, you're going to have to pay when it's executed. What if my stock never gets executed? I have to pay for it. Right? So I'm only paying for the orders that I am executing. Okay? Tom says, that I like. More time to go fishing. Set it and go. I love that. All right. Burgess on entering spreads, and Burgess, ironically, I was just on the phone. This tells you a little bit about this company, guys. eSignal is a huge company. You guys have probably seen them out there. They provide a lot of support to institutions. A lot of institutional platforms will trade off the eSignal platform. They are now really starting to make the move in the retail sector, which is folks like you and I. As they make that move, they're very interested in having somebody who teaches that. So guess what? That it happens to be what we do. This eSignal, you're talking about a billion-dollar company. You're talking big company here. The parent company, billion-dollar company. They're very interested in being involved with us here. And so I was just on the phone. Get this, when I had to step out of the room here, and you guys had Michael teaching you about some other stuff in here with the products that he's got. Step out, and I was on the phone on a conference call that they put together specifically for us with regards to some new order entry forms that we've requested. I'm on the phone with their development team in Russia. And fortunately, they speak good English because my Russian's a little rusty. They're literally working on some order forms that we have requested to make it even easier still for you guys. So Burgess, to answer your question, let me do this right now. I'll just show you the manual way to go in and enter an order, which simply be, for example, let's just say that we're going to do a Tesla debit spread. And we go in and we decide that we're going to go in and looks like Tesla may be bouncing a little bit. If I want to fade this, Burgess, by going in and doing a Tesla debit spread, buying the 225 put option and then selling the let's go down to the 215 or the 210s, I would enter each, what I'll do right now for teaching purposes is I will enter each one of those legs individually, and just to show you how easy it is, and then I'll show you where it shows up in our order screen or our position screen. So I would come in here, for example, and I would want to buy the first strike out of the money, in this case the 227.50 put option. Well, that's actually a little bit in the money. Let's go with the 225, easier to understand. I'm going to buy that. Now, if I buy an option, I buy it at what, the bid or the ask? I always buy at the ask. So I'll click on the ask, and I'm going to buy that option. Well, one of the things that's kind of nice about this is I can go in and I can buy. Oops, I'm up $22,000 on a position already on this strike. Let's use a different one. That's literally, we did okay on that one, okay? Didn't suck. Let's go to another strike here. Let's use the 227.50. So I'm going to want to buy that option. Now I can buy that at market. I can simply click off of the asking price and I can buy it on what's called the depth of market, the DOME. I showed that to you guys in the lab yesterday. But if I want to just buy this, I can buy it at market, or I could go in and say, I know I got to buy it at the ask to get filled. I can buy it at the asking price, which right now is right there, $435. Okay. Now the cool thing about buy at ask is this. How many guys have ever done this? I'm going to buy that option. I'm going to buy that option. The stock's starting to move. I'm going to buy that option. So the option is trading at $435, and you put in an order, you type it in, $4.35. I want to buy the. You hit enter. As soon as you hit enter, what happens to the price of the option? It goes to $440. Crap. You cancel the other order. You type $4.40. Right? And now what to do? As soon as you hit enter, it goes to $4.50. Crap. I got to cancel the order again. No. I just click buy it at. I don't care where it goes. It's going to buy it at the asking price. If the ask goes up, I'm buying. If the ask goes down, I'm buying at the ask. I can't make this stuff up, guys. This stuff is, I'm starting to feel like I just came out of the cave where I've been living for the last 5 years throwing sticks and rocks at furry woodland creatures, all right, and come into the information age where I'm like, holy crap, you mean I could just, boom, there it is, I've got an order in to buy it at the ask. Okay, I don't like that. I cancel the order. I want to buy it at market, all right, I'm going to buy it at the market. Okay, so now I own that option, Burgess. Now I know if I own this option, which is the 227.50, I'm going to want to sell a deeper in the money option to create a debit spread. I know that we sell at what? Do we sell at the bid or the ask? We sell at the bid. So I'm going to come in and either sell this at market or sell it at the bid, either one. And I now have both of those positions. Okay, I have one option that I bought, one option that I sold, and I did it manually there, Burgess, just to show you the math on that. Now I can come in and I can see on my positions here on Tesla, here they are right here. Okay, I have both of those positions right next to each other. I am long the 227.50, that's the 10 right here, and I am short the 220, which is the negative 10 right here. Okay, so now I have a spread because I'm long one position and short another position. Okay, does that make sense? Man, we killed Tesla. All right. Questions on any of that? So guys, again, understand that the eSignal platform offers us the ability to do some things that we've never been able to do, allows us to evaluate stocks and options in a way that we've never been able to evaluate them, allows us to institute risk management in a way that we've never been able to do, and order entry that is intuitive, that is fast, and that gives us the ability to both manage risk and take advantage of profit when we have it, literally right off the screen in a way that is far more intuitive and visual in nature. We're also working with eSignal to improve and to add to the order forms to give you the ability to enter multi-leg trades in one shot, to give you the ability to enter different strategies. One of the things I didn't even get a chance to cover in here that those of you who trade with Rob's strategies are going to love is the ability to pyramid. Okay, when you enter an order in eSignal, you can actually pyramid that order and you can build into the order the ability to do that. So money management is not just on the way out, it's also on the way in. So if I want to buy 2 contracts here, but I want to buy 2 more contracts here, and then I want to buy 4 contracts up here, I can build that into my strategy. So as a trade continues to go in my favor, I add to the position. Okay, very cool stuff there. Let's see here. Okay, so Tom trying to understand the pricing, and he's gone to the BetterTrades website, and he sees some pricing here, and the Premier, and this, and okay. So Tom wants to know, what is it that we're offering? So the BetterTrades version is the Premier version, plus some things that none of the other versions have, like being able to trade directly off of the chart on the option. They have the ability to trade off the chart for futures and stocks and so forth. You guys will have the ability to trade off of the option chain and the option chart, and you're going to have all of the BetterTrades templates that are going to be coming to you so that when you get yours and you download it, it'll look like this, and it'll look like this, and it'll look like this. Okay, so each one of these things will be out there for you so you can see each template that's loaded for you. Okay. SG says, well done. Platforms have moved light years in the last 3 to 5 years. Much needed. Very cool stuff. Guys, once again, eSignal offers us the ability to teach you more information, better executions, and allows you to have better executions and better fills, not to mention, as we discussed yesterday, potentially significantly lower commissions depending on the broker that you select than what you're paying right now. So take advantage of the opportunity. Again, $21.99 is the price for the year that we're offering for the subscription to eSignal for October. So if you get enrolled in eSignal in October, we're obviously going to continue these classes. We obviously have our tech support people up and running and ready to help you guys out. Our customer support people are there to help you out with any questions you have. How do I hook up my broker? How do I select a broker? What processes do I go through to do the trades? And you've got all of the information here now. That $21.99 is comparable to what we were doing the real-time markets product for when we were giving that to you for $19.95. In addition, I have made the decision on behalf of the students that if you signed up for real-time markets and you still have a subscription with that product, that we will prorate that subscription and credit that towards your eSignal subscription. So if you say, man, I love this platform, I see this is the direction BetterTrades is going anyway, I better get on the boat, but I have 6 months left of my real-time market subscription, so I'm going to have to wait 6 months. No, you won't. You enrolled to real-time markets for $19.95. 6 months have gone by. There's $1,000 of credit still left in that account as far as concerned. You will take that $1,000 credit and we will roll that forward into your $21.99 subscription price for eSignal, and I will let you to use the real-time markets product for 30 days as you get used to the new platform and take care of your account transfers if you need to do that. Let's see, what if your real-time markets expires next month? Yannick, what I would tell you is get started now. Let's credit you that month, and then if you need another 30 days there, you'll be in there for 30 days. We're here to help you guys make the transition. It's a direction that we're moving. It's the best move for you as a student, and it is the best move for BetterTrades as a company as we now begin to play in the arena with the big boys. A lot of people are taking note and notice that BetterTrades has formed this alliance, if you will, with eSignal, and it is moving the company forward now at a very, very rapid pace. So a lot of opportunities for the company, a lot of opportunities for you as students, a better, more stable, more effective trading platform for each and every one of our students. We want to give you every advantage in the market, and eSignal has stepped up and is helping us to do exactly that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly been an honor and a privilege to spend a little bit of time with you guys here in this class, and the folks here in Houston as well, and I appreciate the opportunity to do so. Look forward to doing it again in the very near future. Until then, I wish each and every one of you all the success in the world. I encourage you to get a hold of us. Contact our customer support number, 1-800-676-4410, to get your questions answered and to get enrolled at the special introductory price for the eSignal platform. Until we meet again, I wish each and every one of you all the success in the world. Godspeed, God bless. We'll talk to you guys at the next live.